Ladies and gentlemen, it is my prayer and hope that this video is going to find you when you're in good health and doing fine. I'm also doing fine at this peripheral end, as you can see. So let me know where you're watching this video from, which country and which continent. So guys, I want to speak to some conship over here, because there is a fellow calling himself Chris the Great. I would rather call him Chris the Loser, because you've lost your first baraza, and I confirm. Secondly, this guy has baptized himself another name, and what I really came out from that kind of his rebut back is Chris the Con. You know, in literature, we are being told, if you want to get to know the character of a person, get to know how they speak about themselves, what other people saying about them. But you can only compare what they speak about themselves and how other people are talking about them with what they always exude and people that they flank around with. Therefore, if you see the people that this guy flanks around with detonates that kind of con tagging to his name, now he's no longer Chris the Great, but Chris the Con, alias Chris the Loser. There is something that this guy, and a busybody, he is conflicting himself on an issue of baraza, because we are very sure that this guy they were unhappy. They appeared in an interview with this Gitu, and this guy told us that he wasn't happy how the meeting itself turned out. Now this guy making a U-turn, telling us that the meeting went well, it's conmanship. This guy is lying and conflicted big time. Perhaps let's listen to this part of video before you move to the next segment.
If somebody will sit down and say that the baraza we did, we were disappointed, we never knew what we were doing, I'm telling you no. That when it comes on the case, when it comes on doing things right, that is 80% guaranteed. In this here, there is a report from there. Signed. Not this chief. In fact, I did not go to him. I went to another one, the head one. And if also the head one will be pocketed, I will have to move myself from here to another one. I saw this on Kawira. Is he Kawira? You know, guys, I don't know these guys down here. I only know these my villagers from Nyabuhanse. But from the village, no one stays at IAM-MARWA. From the village that we are, either is from Nyabuhanse. You know, for us, we are at Kumukunamo village. Kumukunamo. But from Nyabuhanse village. But all of us, we came from there. So there is a person called Mawira. I think it's Mawira. Kawira or Mawira. I don't know the name very well. The guy saying that this village, it's not about the land. It's not about the road. It's about the envy, jealousness that we have. That's what that guy is saying there. That without Marwa, we can't be here, that where we are. The person talking is sleeping in IAM-MARWA's home, is eating there. He has been there for a very long time. So at that point you can say that without Marwa, Maukwira, I don't know Makwira, you will not be surviving. You will not be surviving, my friend. Take it from even you at the bottom of your heart. You know, without this guy, I will not be surviving. For me, I was surviving. How was I educated? Guys, I have never come here and said that, oh, please help me, guys. Give me money, somebody to contribute. I'm looking for a sponsor. I have never done that. I have never, and absolutely not, and I will not do that. What do I mean? God who created me, He knows my surviving. I do not survive on anyone's that want to sit on us. On more especially me. So when the guy comes and says that
you just see the guy, the guy himself is just playing some cheap propaganda, contradicting himself. Because if you can remember, and it's on record, the guy appeared in this YouTube street with Gintu saying that the meeting ended in a way that they never wanted, and they were never happy. Now this guy is coming to contradict himself because we were in we intercepted that kind of video and we reacted about it. Now it's coming to rebut back, spewing lies. In fact, what I wanted to tell you, this guy is suffering from what we call the selective amnesia. His thought process sometimes is not as per the way this guy thinks. So the order of event itself, this guy cannot have a picture of it. That's why he will shoot himself on the feet. I was watching this guy and I was laughing. This guy brags of being a village champion. And if you've never met a con under the Lulu, therefore Chris the Con fits that kind of bill and fits that kind of adjective. So guys, if you're coming across this YouTube and this video for the very first time, kindly click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify instantly. To my little subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. So let's dive in after the break. Welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, we've just watched Chris the Con's video, and it's a fact that they were complaining earlier and we also saw the reasons why these guys were never happy, because the baraza and the meeting, the gathering of the drunkards that they held in the village turned wild against them. And that is as the reasons why this guy is focused on a plan B, is focused on reconvening another meeting that would at one point go his ways or the ways of the villagers. The reasons why the meeting would never go about them, because so long as they are not genuine, that meeting will be a flop. The meeting itself will be a flop. I want us to watch the second segment of this video. And if you have never met a con, then this is Chris the Con speaking.
So I took the point that the baraza, people thought that it failed. Guys, it did not fail. It did not fail. It was a great credit to me. Why is it a great credit to me? And guys, I will not bring any other baraza unless otherwise. I said yesterday that I'm planning to bring another one, but after I've gone, these papers are with me here. Now no more barazas. No more. We can't do the baraza again. People said, I will attend, I will attend, I will attend. They never attended. People who are abusing, just continue abusing me. People are saying, just continue. But when God is on my side, I fear nobody. What? Let me take you a little bit to the Bible again. The Bible tells that 1,000 will fall on your left, tens of thousands on your right. Yeah? So they will fall. I have no problem, guys. And for me, I see everything. As I talk to, I see everything. Even when Marwa was going to Nairobi, I knew it. But I never wanted to share with you guys that Marwa is going on that day. He will not be there. No. Like now, I know. You know, when I saw the way that baraza ended, I went back and prayed. I said, true God, did you tell me to do this? Why are those people humiliating us?
Chris the Con must stop it. Which villager does Chris, the loser or the con, is referring to? In fact, villagers are so happy. Children are being taken to school and the villagers are being supported through MR initiative. The person who is not happy is the Chris plus his cohorts plus the family, because the war that Chris Basilis has entrusted himself to is fighting his family war, not the communal war. So the people who are saying that Chris will continue is Chris family and the Chris kins, not people's, not the Nyabuhanza village. You know, Chris must be told Chris is not a village elder. Chris Basilis, not Basilis, Chris the con is telling us about spirituality. And is telling us that being a foreseer, that there are things that he foresaw. This is a spiritual conmanship. You know, this is a spiritual conmanship. This is a con. Guys, if you want to know the spiritual conmanship, this is the exhibition that fits them. They will always acclaim themselves some powers that might be and they are not. At Chris the seers, Chris the spiritual con. This is a spiritual con in our lenses. This is how they start, because there is no job, there's nothing he does with his life. Therefore, he goes and seeks salvage to the church, not genuinely. Then he wants to preach hopeful message to the congregant so that he can get a living. This is a failed man in the society, has got nothing to show, has got no even house that he sleeps in. He sleeps in his parents' house, and most of the friends has got no even a girlfriend. This man gallivanting with men around, including the cousins. And I've intercepted information that this guy is this guy is a gay, going around and bombing other people's backyard, including the cousins Getanyeta. You know, this guy is a problem. We told you, we are here to tell him who he is. It's just camouflaging to be a seer. This guy is a seer. This is a spiritual conmanship. You know, if this guy is not brainwashed with these modern day slavery churches that are coming around, therefore is the clear example that is brainwashed. It's brainwashed. This is how they behave. This is how they will learn and go to the university, claim that they are learning, they graduated in the political science. Therefore, that kind of thing doesn't happen, because they believe that people are responsible for their own suffering. That's why there's vexation too much. The man is an idol. His mind is a devil's workshop. You know, we will not help him at all. All he sees are what we call the parallax. These are the imaginations. Nothing. You know, in fact, he's claiming the things that he's claiming never exist in this modern day world. These are things that maybe this guy, his head is full of things he's contemplating to do. Then he wants to make it to appear so fancy. There's nothing at all. There's nothing at all. Big time. That one I can confirm. So guys, if you want to know the reasons why the meeting was not well, which I had explained earlier in my previous video into context, I want you now to listen to Mogesi, because Mogesi is speaking one thing, and this is what now really made the meeting as a flop, and why there's a vexation still continuing. I told you they were using the road, which Mambira told us that the road is not the problem, but the case of assault that in the front of the judge. They're using that particular kind of road to abet it, that if you withdraw the case, we give you the way. Hey, guys, let's listen to what Mogesi is saying.
One of the business outside here. So, guys, let's back and so the elder uncle talk. Why? This man was complaining for his property, then he got attacked, then after there, they are just taking him to the police custody and the proceeding up to the court. Everyone was silent. You see? Everyone was silent. Then he spoke. If this kind of a Lord was from this man, why can't this kind of the issue not been solved? Can cancel from the court, then it comes to the village, so that it can be solved into the village. And that is the thing that also the judge spoke. Remember, we speak about that. Then the conduct stand himself. Also, he spoke about.
Mugesi is asking himself particular kind of question, but this kind of question itself, Chief told them that the matters that are already in the competent jurisdiction, that's the court, can never be discussed back, because that would be going against the court. You will be charged on what you call the court contempt, or what you call the savage judice. You cannot discuss the merit and demerit of the case. So they brought the matter, criminal nature, for the chief and for the village elders who are drunkard within the village to be subjudicated by the chief. That's not the chief's role, because the matter itself has already been taken to the court. If you want this matter to be addressed back at home, therefore there's a procedure. And a procedure that creates the con, the spiritual con, cannot lead, because he has got no wherewithal to even assemble the people of the like-minded, the people who can give him an advice of how such kind of things could be done. This is what I'm telling you. This guy has got no substance of a form to do such. So you've heard Mugesi saying that the village of Barasa was a flop just because the issue that they wanted to address is about the court case issue. Never saw the day. The chief stood and told them the issue that has gone to the competent jurisdiction within the court is not a preserve of a village mockery. It's not a preserve of a village hula balu and shenanigan. This is why these people are seeking the legal redress, whether legal or not, I don't know. They're seeking things that can never happen. It's like you're having HIV, instead of you adhering to your antivirals, meds, therefore you are taking a anti-malarial drugs. The diagnosis itself is wrong. Therefore the process, the result itself must be wrong. You all know. The process must be wrong. So this guy must just be told who they are. Guys, in this video, in the next segment, I just want to do a comparative analysis on how the Amara family and Mugesi's family and Nestor's family, the Chris family together, because all these people are one. I want to give you a comparative analysis on how this family are so different, and the reasons as to why they appear so delusional as compared to Amara family. So guys, if you're coming across this YouTube for the very first time, kindly click on the notification bell. You can super chat, you can like, you can share, so that this video can reach the enemies. So guys, let's dive in. I want to do the comparative analysis of these families. The Ondari's family and this villager's family, also the Chris the Corn's family, that is including Mugesi, Ernesto, all of them, the Maticos, because there is something unique, there is something that you will observe. You know, I've ever opined in this channel that nothing normally happens out of just a mere coincidence. Everything sometimes are choreographed, planned. And maybe also there was a mistake that particular kind of family done, and that's how things are shaping this way. If you see the Maticos, the Ernestos, the Chris, and the kind of life they're living, it's full of lamentation. Therefore, there's something that happened during the upbringing. either a generational curse or there is something particularly that's happening to them. If you see the Amars family, all of them doing well, get to know there's something that Congress dad and Congress mom got right. Therefore, that alone will inform my comparative analysis going forward. So let's start with Congress dad. Congress dad, anytime you see Congress dad in a video, it's either carrying animal feeds or grass from the shamba or from the sugar plantation itself. What does that one shows you? That one symbolizes the industrious man. The man always work hard for the family, creating wealth. That is Congress dad. So it speaks a lot about him, a responsible man in the society. If you come to Congress mom, we always see Congress mom so busy going to school teaching young students. While Congress mom is back at home, always going to harvest corns or very busy cooking for the family. Because a family that stays together always prays together and they win as a family. That's why you see the family has been brought things to it. Let's come to Frederick Marwa, that is Marwa himself, travel commando. Always creating content every day in his compound, involve himself in a construction, now having a wife with a family, now working hard, and that's why you see his life flourish and wants to make sure to work hard for good life for his family. That is Amara for you. DEEMWANGO vlogs daily, traveling left and right, working hard for himself and for his family, and has broken the societal norms that women are not supposed to build in their home. Dee has acquired the land for herself, building herself, and that's how hard work DEEMWANGO is. And this is what now is bringing jitters to majority of people. I will drive that point at the end of this video. Let's come to DEEMWANGO. Not DEEMWANGO, David Jr. David Jr. in the footsteps of the siblings is also working hard and acquiring property and building the villa just next to the Nyamuhanza Center. So if you look this family together, and again David Jr. has been doing the charity work, helping other people, taking them to rehab and changing lives. Basically, we can say this family is a family that has hard work. This family that was shaped with the core value of the parents, because the parents set up an agenda and they have all the family value principle that all of them are achieving, striving to achieve. Hard work, Congress dad buying land. You see, all the children are also investing in the property. Therefore, they don't dwell into village shenanigans. There is less of vexation because more to work is the energy that they exhibit towards achieving all the investment, because it is the family core value, because they are investing in the property. The agenda was set by the dad and the mom. Being such industrious people, the family has co-opted and learned that art of working hard. In the contrary, let's check the other side. Let me start with Ernesto's mom. Is always being seen in DEEMWANGO construction site. As a mom-loving mom, I've decided to work hard because all we know, mama is a sunrise. Mama always gives warmth to the family, always provide. Because the husband has failed to do what it takes to the society, so it now the responsibility of a mother to provide for the children. So kudos, Ernesto's mother. Ernesto's dad gallivanting around a drunkard, big time. And that is what also Ernesto and Mogesi's life is premised on, always getting money from the YouTube street, but they go spend it drinking liquor. Which means the father figure has set an agenda of them to drink, always appear in the camera with a drunkard. And Ernesto is a very stale gossiper. Mogesi's family, only Mogesi always appears in the video drunkard, with the dance that you can never complain, maybe explain. These are the deaths that are arising from drunk driving and accident. It tells you the life of this family. So their lives is being controlled with a persistent curse, drunkenness, and they're very idle, gossiping, and that's why they always lament, crying every day. They don't put themselves so busy. There's nothing constructive they could do. They are all burdens to their women back at home, even to their mothers. Let's come to the Matikos family. The Matikos family appears to be a little bit stable, but they're very selfish and greedy. That's why you see all of their kin and all of their family, the other parts of the brothers, are the only people who is having the electricity. They cannot share with other people just because of the selfishness. They want to be the people of this family to be seen so responsible. But their greediness has made them to enter or to entangle with the Amarwas. Now they're facing the charges in the court. This is to tell you, if you look at the family, you can see Amar's family has got not too much noise because they involve themselves in a constructive work. You see this family and the Chris one, they are so idle in mind. They have got a lot of problems that are disturbing them, but Chris has chosen to fight a losing battle. The battle that Chris, the con, must go and fight is a battle that has befallen the entire family. It's a battle that Chris cannot be in denial to start fighting a sacred family, a family that was anointed. When they complain, Congress Dad called some people cult. That one is not here nor there. How many number of people been called cult? Even the YouTubers in the village are being referred to be Illuminati. Those are social problems that you can deal with. People get being discriminated every day. It doesn't matter. Huh? That is it. So Chris the con must be told the truth. And the truth I've just told him, this is a spiritual con. The man who should give attention to their kings because their kings are going down. It is not Amaro who brought the problem to that community. Amaro came and found certain kind of problem. Because the norm in that village is poverty. The norm in that village is drunkenness. The norm in that village is not people to exist, to be developing themselves. So that if you develop yourself, therefore you must be an outcast. That's why they have war with Mayuguno, they have war with IAM-MARWA, and they have war with anybody who is doing well in that community. Guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.